The first leak, the amplifier effect. In your presence, her emotional reactions are amplified. Everything is more. Her laugh at your jokes is not a polite laugh. It is a genuine, resonant laugh that comes from the belly. It's a little louder than necessary. Her attention when you speak is not passive. It is a laser-like focus. Her eyes lock onto you, she nods. She asks follow-up questions. She is absorbing you, not just listening. When you tell her about a success, her joy for you is palpable, almost as if it were her own triumph. When you tell her about a difficulty, her empathy is deep, her concern genuine. The emotions you evoke in her, both positive and negative, are more intense than those evoked by anyone else. The average man doesn't notice this, but the perceptive man calibrates it. He compares her reaction level to you with her reaction level to others. If he notices a consistent and significant difference, he has detected the leak. She isn't just being nice. Her emotional system is revealing your importance. People do not invest emotional energy in things they don't care about. The magnitude of her investment is directly proportional to the magnitude of her hidden feelings. The second leak, the paradox of provocation. This is one of the most confusing, yet most powerful manifestations. Sometimes, the emotional energy doesn't escape as warmth, but as fire. She might start to tease you, to poke at you, to challenge you in a way that feels both playful and strangely personal. She will give you nicknames. She will make fun of your fashion sense or your taste in music, but with a glint in her eye that betrays that it isn't malice. She will argue with you about trivial topics with a passion that seems completely out of place. This behavior can be disconcerting. You might think she doesn't like you, but often it's the exact opposite. What is she doing? She is testing you. It is a sophisticated form of flirting for an intelligent woman who isn't satisfied with superficial conversations. She is throwing small challenges at you to see how you respond. Are you reactive? Do you get defensive? Or can you handle her fire with calm, humor, and wit? Can you dance with her in this verbal sparring match? By provoking you, she is also creating a form of intimacy. Inside jokes, challenges, playful teasing. This is the language of people who have a special connection. It's a way of saying, I see you so well, and I feel so comfortable with you that I can play in this way. Furthermore, this provocation is an escape valve for her tension. The attraction she feels is intense, and instead of letting it manifest as vulnerable tenderness, she channels it into a safer, more controllable energy. Challenge. It's easier for her to tease you than to admit she melts a little when you smile. If you face this, don't take it personally. Don't become an opponent. Get in the game. Tease her back intelligently. Challenge her with a smile. Show her that you can not only handle her energy, but you enjoy it. In doing so, you are proving that you are her equal, a man who is not intimidated by a woman of character, but is drawn to her. The third leak, the flicker of jealousy. Nothing reveals someone's importance like the fear of losing them. Jealousy, in its subtlest form, is one of the rawest and most honest leaks of emotional energy. Don't expect dramatic scenes. Look for the micro flickers. You're in a group and you give your attention to another woman. Observe the woman who is secretly interested in you. Does her smile tighten a bit? Does her posture suddenly close off? Does she grab her phone and start typing furiously, creating a digital barrier? Or, conversely, does her energy suddenly become louder and more attention-seeking in an attempt to win your focus back? Or perhaps the manifestation is verbal. Later, she might make a seemingly casual comment. You and Sarah seem to be getting along really well. The sentence is neutral, but the tone is not. There is a question beneath the question. What she's really asking is, what does she mean to you? Am I at risk of losing the connection we're building? Another indicator is when you talk about your love life or past dates. Observe her reaction. Does she disengage from the conversation, becoming quiet and distant? Or conversely, does she become overly curious, asking probing questions about who these women were and why it didn't work out? This is not a sign of toxic possessiveness, at least not at this subtle stage. It is a sign of investment. You matter to her. The idea of your attention and affection being directed elsewhere causes her genuine pain because in her inner world, she has already begun to assign you a special place. Her reaction to competition is a direct measure of the value she has placed on you. Your response here is critical. Do not punish her for her jealousy or reassure her condescendingly. Simply, subtly, and at a later moment, reaffirm your connection with her. Direct your attention back to her. Ask her a question about herself. Show her, through your actions, that while you interact with other people, the connection you have with her is unique and significant. The fourth leak, the shifting emotional climate, hot one day, cold the next. Enthusiastic text messages followed by hours of silence. Moments of incredible closeness followed by an inexplicable distance. This is mixed signals behavior, and it is perhaps the most painful and confusing manifestation of hidden attraction. The average man concludes, she's playing games with me, or she's not interested. The man who understands deep psychology knows he is witnessing a war. He is experiencing the external effects of her cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance is the state of mental stress that occurs when a person holds two contradictory beliefs or desires at the same time. In this case, desire, I am incredibly attracted to this man. I want to be close to him. This drives the warm, close behavior. The approach. Fear, limiting belief. This is too fast, risky. I'm not sure of his intentions. I could get hurt. I'm not good enough for him. This drives the cold, distant behavior. The avoidance. She is not giving you mixed signals. She is living in a mixed state. The push-pull behavior is not a tactic. It is a symptom of her internal struggle. When she feels safe and the thrill of desire wins, she pulls you close. But that closeness increases her vulnerability. Fear is activated, and it forces her to push you away to protect herself. Understanding this is a superpower. It allows you to stop taking her behavior personally. It is not about you. It is about her own internal battle. She is not playing with you. She is fighting with herself. What is your role? To be the rock in her storm. To be the steady beacon of light in her sea of uncertainty. When she pulls you close, be warm and receptive. When she pushes you away, do not chase or punish her. Give her space, but maintain a calm, consistent presence. Your stability becomes the anchor she desperately needs. Your calm shows her that you are a safe harbor, not another wave threatening to sink her. By not reacting to her inconsistency, you demonstrate an emotional maturity that will make her feel safer than ever. And in that safety, the war inside her will begin to quiet down, and desire can finally win the peace. Conclusion. From signal reader to creator of safety, we have journeyed through the hidden realms of female attraction, the secret language of the body, the deliberate architecture of presence, and the turbulent currents of emotional energy. You now understand that the most potent signals of desire are not the ones shouted from the rooftops, but the ones whispered in the silence, the ones that seep through the cracks of a carefully constructed armor. But knowledge alone is not enough. The purpose of this journey is not to turn you into a relationship detective, hoarding a list of evidence for your ego. The purpose is to transform you. It is to evolve from being a mere observer of these signals to becoming the answer they long for. Every signal we have discussed, the stolen glance, the subtle lean, the unconscious mirroring, the engineered presence, the amplified laugh, the playful provocation, the flicker of jealousy, is, at its core, a question. Each of these signals is her subconscious asking, Is it safe? Are you the place where my heart can finally stop hiding? It is not a game. It is vulnerability in its purest form. It is the psychology of a woman doing everything she can to protect her heart from history, from past wounds, and from potential future pain. And your answer to that silent question is everything. You can trample on her vulnerability with impatience, confrontation, or ego. Or you can do something very few men know how to do. You can create a sanctuary. A sanctuary of emotional safety is built with patience, not pressure. It is built with empathetic observation, not interrogation. It is built with an unwavering calm that tells her, I see all the parts of you, even the ones you try to hide, and they are all welcome here. When you see her body confessing what her lips deny, respond with a warmth that demands nothing. When you see her actions building bridges toward you, walk across them with gratitude, not entitlement. When you feel the storm of her emotional energy, be the anchor, not another ship adrift. The ultimate goal is not to get the girl. That is a scarcity framework. The real goal is to become the kind of man with whom a high-value woman, an intelligent, deep, and conscious woman, feels psychologically safe enough to be completely herself. Because the ultimate truth is this: she doesn't want to hide. She longs to be seen. She yearns for the freedom to let down her armor. But she will only do it with a man who has proven to her, not with words, but with unwavering perception and consistency, that her heart is safe with him. So go out into the world, not with a checklist, but with a new pair of eyes that see beyond the surface, ears that listen to the silence, and a heart that understands that the deepest connection is not forced, it is cultivated. And by becoming that patient and wise gardener, you will not only attract the kind of love you desire, you will become the kind of man the world desperately needs. A man who masters the lost language of the human heart,